Wouldn't you have drawn this pentagram and...
Anyone who knows anything about the magic arts would know that this symbol protects us from the demon. Since our astronomer, Fallon Orbiplanix, was murdered, I can feel that something evil is hanging over the whole of Arx.
And what about these rituals? Who killed Orbiplanix?
Darkness pours from these rituals. The death of Fallon Orbiplanix has all the signs of black magic and its evil practices. Fallon was a good man, righteous and steadfast. I suppose he found out the truth about who is carrying out these rituals. Wisdom gazes down upon you from these shadows.
I am Felnor, alchemist of the kingdom, and friend of the late Fallon Orbiplanix.
Who was Fallon Orbiplanix?
Fallon was our astronomer. He died a few days ago. I think he was about to bring to light a terrible plan, but he never got time to say more about it.
I'm investigating the rituals and the death of Fallon Orbiplanix.
All I can tell you is that these two things are linked. I have here a note that Fallon gave me the day he died, in case anything happened to him. I never really understood what it meant. Maybe you will understand.
I am the new astronomer. I was assistant to poor Fallon Orbiplanix, and since his death, I do my best to look after the observatory.
Sweeberus, what can you tell me about the rituals? Do you know who killed Fallon Orbiplanix?
Really, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm still just a novice in my art, and on top of that, I hate violence.
What did the stars tell you?
My job demands high levels of concentration, you know.
What did the stars tell you?
The current astral configuration is fascinating.
Too complicated for me. Ah, here we are. Fallon's precious notebook. I think it is time to call the council together.
Very well. Now that all the members of the council are present, let us begin. Felnor, what have you found in Fallon Orbiplanix's notes?
Let me see. Fallon mentions something about the guard, Urzog. He says he saw him practicing dark rituals involving animal sacrifices. Perhaps it was Urzog who was behind Fallon's murder. Or perhaps it was even the high priest of the cult of Akbar. Oh, listen to this. I discovered the existence of a cult which wishes to invoke Akbar onto Arx.
Always suspicious of that Urzog. Guards, throw Urzog into the cells.
Felnor, who is this Akbar I heard you speak of?
Akbar is a powerful devil, the god of destruction, that this cult is evidently trying to invoke and bring back to Arx. It would be blasphemy to allow this act to be perpetrated, and a total disaster for every living being on our planet.
Yes, here. Listen to the next bit. This evening I shall contact the Nodin to ask for their help.
The Nodin?
The Nodin is the dimension which regulates the existence of gods. They maintain the universal equilibrium by preventing an imbalance in the power of gods.
If Fallon really had been able to contact the Nodin, it is possible they may have sent an emissary here to stop the coming of Akbar.
An emissary?
These emissaries are creatures of pure energy when they are on the Nodin. They are sent to cut off the energy channels which might drive the gods out of their dimension. I have heard amazing tales of emissaries who have the strength of 100 men, or who can perform the highest forms of magic. Others who are invincible. These emissaries are called guardians.
Somewhere in the fortress is a cult which recites impious prayers to a fragment of a meteorite made entirely of a material called koltk. This rock is said to have come from the place where Akbar was born. Normally, this substance is indestructible. In truth, Felnor, only a guardian of the Nodin could destroy this meteor.
How could one of these guardians stop the incarnation of a god just by destroying a piece of rock?
It is the impious prayers of the priests and their hideous sacrifices which are focused by the meteor. It provides a channel of energy for Akbar, who, when he has gathered enough, will be able to complete his incarnation in Arx. If that happens, destruction and suffering will be unleashed upon us. We must find and destroy this meteorite at any cost.
How shall we find this guardian?
I have a fragment of koltk in my laboratory, which may be of great assistance in finding him.
Let's be clear about one thing. We know that the cult of Akbar has a great presence in Arx, and that it is gaining power. Luckily, we were able to stop Urzog, the cult's high priest, before it was too late. But other worshippers could still invoke Akbar. We must find this famed guardian of the Nodin as soon as possible.
In addition, the war with the Ilsids is very troubling, Majesty. What should we do about it?
Carlo, we need a solid plan of defense. I fear the worst. Nobody knows exactly what these Ilsids are or who commands them. Guards, bring me the fragment of koltk, Amshigar. While our army is facing the Ilsids, we will need your help to find this legendary guardian. I cannot deny that this task will be harsh and lengthy. In fact, we have no idea what the guardian will look like, or even if it is already among us. But I have faith in your capabilities.
Here is the stone, Your Majesty.
Good. Put it on the table. Take this stone, Amshigar. It is a small thing, but the guardian is the only one who is capable of destroying this fragment of meteor. Above all, take great care. Great heavens!
Welcome, Guardian. Allow me to explain your next mission. You know the rules of the Nodin, the dimension of gods and demon princes. No being of power is permitted to leave this dimension. But Akbar is preparing to invade a world called Arx. A group of his followers is presently trying to invoke him. You know that this must not be. We cannot fight Akbar from here, for we can impose nothing on the gods. So we shall send you to destroy this cult which worships him, and without the adulation of followers, his power will diminish to acceptable levels.
I shall destroy this cult, Master.
It will be no simple task. For this mission, we shall confer upon you a specific skill to allow you to destroy the cultic rock which is linked to Akbar's power. It is impervious to mortal attack. This rock is the source of the problem, as it channels the energy given by Akbar's followers. Soon, Akbar will have enough energy to enable him to complete his incarnation on Arx.
I understand, Master. Well, I have a contact in Arx.
Your contact died during the transmission of this message. You will have to find your own way when you get there. This is extremely troublesome, as the shock of the passage is disastrous for a Guardian's memory. You may be disoriented for a while before your memory returns and you recall this conversation. But there is no other way. Prepare yourself. You are about to be transported. I will bring you back when you have completed your mission.
But that means that Shigar is...
The Guardian. It all makes sense to me now, and especially his constant desire to help others. I am honored to meet you, Guardian.
Touching this stone has enlightened my mind. I was sent here to stop the coming of Akbar, and I must act without delay. First, I need to gain access to the secret temple. There I shall destroy the stone by simply touching it.
May the wisdom of the Nodin guide you, Shigar.
Don't let us delay you further.
Not let my presence here disturb you, Shigar. Your identity has been confirmed to me. The prophecy was right. Now it's up to you to fulfill it. Although I would not wish to guide your destiny, Shigar, let me suggest a valuable aid. Follow me, and I will teach you the art of walking through the walls in this kingdom. On each of the kingdom's levels, my sisters have set up a similar room. To use these portals, stand in front and chant the spell, Activate Portal. Then you will be able to travel to any of the other portals you have activated beforehand. May your faith in the gods be strength in the face of darkness.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Tefiok, the jeweler. Please feel free to browse my wares. If something interests you, pick it up. If you have something to sell, Drop it in the chest, and I'll make you an offer.
I'm sorry, but I won't be able to sell you anything today. I'm gonna have to close up the stall now.
Are you in need of a healer?
No, I'm not sick. It's my little girl, Shani. She's been missing since yesterday, and I'm beside myself with worry.
Missing?
She was playing at the other side of the square, near the jewelers. And she never came back to the stall. Nobody has seen her, and the guards are far too busy dealing with the Illicit attacks to do anything about it.
I will discover what has happened to your little girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You are heaven-sent, traveler.
Leave me alone!
Well.
Or I'll call the guards. Why, I thought I heard a noise. Let's get out of here.
My darling.
Herzog, I presume. Tell me why you killed Fallon Orbitplanix. Are you the high priest of the cult of Akba?
Oh, mercy! Don't kill me! Oh, guardian of the light, I am no priest. I swear it. The rituals were only to bring my dear wife back from the dead.
Tell me more, Herzog.
They contacted me, but always remained hidden in shadow. The priests assured me that if I prayed to Akba and performed the rituals, my wife would return to me. But it was all lies. Oh, please have mercy on my wretched soul.
Give me another good reason to spare your life, mortal.
I can help you. The entrance to their temple is through the metal door in the yellow tulip. They gave me the password. Fat Kapel.
I hate to have to repeat this once again, Luneshire. Find Kraus and return it to us, or you will regret your slackness. Enough. The Order has no interest in your sob stories. Results are the only thing that can save you from the expression of our disappointment. Now,
I'll get my best men on it.
Sister Shinkash will stay here to help you, as always.
I don't understand any of this. What was this conversation about?
Listen, no offense, but I think it would be best if you stayed out of this. This concerns something internal to the kingdom.
Did you know that this place dates back to when there was still a sun in the sky and we lived above ground? It was called the Yellow Rose then. Funny, isn't it?
Password.
Fat hell.
priest of Akbar?
Yes. My name is Brother Shigar. Are you blind?
Yes.
It was my personal sacrifice to our great and beloved Akbar. Soon may he reign supreme.
Yes, soon.
Akbar is our savior. May he be blessed. Through his good work, we shall once again live on the outside. Our children will at last see the sunshine, and we shall play in the newly grown grass. It shames the nation that most of them don't believe in Akbar. I understand that people find the human sacrifices a bit scary, but it is the only way to salvation. Pray with me, Brother Shagar. You know Akbar needs our faith.
May I come closer to the meteor? I wish to pray even closer to Akbar. I have so much to say to him.
Oh, didn't you know? Master Acerbius has activated the security system. Only he and the high priests can get into the meteor room now. Apparently, a guardian has been sent by the Norden to destroy our beloved statue.
What terrible news. Akbar, protect us.
I know who you are and why you're here. Orboplanix must have had time to contact the Node. I should have seen to him sooner. A guardian. Your presence here is of great encouragement to us. This proves we finally have the power to bring Akbar to life here, and that he is more powerful than ever. As for the two of us, my sweet, we shall continue this ceremony later. Inra Nika Dam Rianama.
Oh, bless you, stranger. I don't know who you are, but you've made a friend today.
Akbar will have to look elsewhere for his meal.
I won't forget this. I promise.
Thought I'd be able to destroy this. How could it be too powerful? Didn't quite hit the mark there. Obviously.
Majesty, our outpost has been attacked by the Ilsids. This time, there were no survivors. What's worse, we have not found the bodies. Perhaps they have been taken.
Great heavens! Where could they have been taken?
We do not know. They were swift and merciless. They are a formidable enemy, sire.
I suppose these Ilsids are indeed part of the cult of Akbar.
Under the orders of Acerbius?
I don't really have any proof, but we first heard of them when the cult of Akbar appeared. But there's something else. Sweeberus left the kingdom recently. He must have been able to tell that we were about to discover the truth about him.
What truth?
Sweeberus and Acerbius are one and the same. He is behind Fallon's murder.
Now I understand why Acerbius was waiting for me at the temple. He knew I was coming.
So, you fought with him. Finally, a bit of good news. Amshagar, tell me that you have destroyed the source of evil once and for all.
No. I was unable to destroy the meteor. Instead, I felt my energy draining away.
Good Lord! How can that be possible? Felnor, how can you explain that?
I was afraid this might happen. The stone is now in resonance with Akbar, and the energy channel drains both your physical and your magical energy to feed Akbar. In fact, by touching it, you have sent your own power to our worst enemy.
I think I understand what you mean, Felnor, but even my very best men have always failed in this quest.
Amshagar is not one of your best men, sire. He is a guardian sent by the gods.
If you think there is the slightest chance that I can destroy this meteor, I will find a way to do it.
You must protect yourself against the meteor's energy drain. During the War of the Magi, the kingdom was given an artifact of immense power by the Order of Aeternium. Without it, we would quite possibly have lost the war. This artifact was composed of two pieces, Krahas and Zohark. Any magician who possessed both of these items became immune to all energy-draining effects. It was thanks to this protection that the war was finally won.
Well, then just give me this object.
That's where it gets complicated. In fact, when this object was given over to us, a treaty was signed with the Order of Aeternium by Paxalis, father to our current king. This pact stipulated that we were to return the artifact to the Order when they requested it.
I see no wrong there, so?
So, 20 years later, a group of rebels rose up from God knows where, killed my wife, and kidnapped my daughter. She had only just been born.
And more to the point, they also took Krahhaus. Luckily, we prevented them from stealing Zohark. The Order turned up a few hours later and demanded that we return the whole object to them. We could only give them Zohark, and ever since, they have been demanding that we honor our pact and find Krahhaus once more. We have never found those rebels. We do not even know if they are still on the face of Arx, as they were only heard of that one time. Nevertheless, the Order assures us that they can still feel the presence of Krahhaus in the fortress.
Very well. I will find Krahhaus and Zohark.
Now go, Amshagar, and save us from this demon. Find Krahhaus and Zohark and destroy this accursed meteor once and for all.
War, huh? Just what we needed.